catch up to car number 14.
What's going on YouTube? Back once again for another iRacing video. Today we're going to be doing a 1-month review on the whole entire experience and sim racing in general. What I've been through, everything from rookie class to my current position, which is technically almost a B class. I only have to do the requirements, and at the end of this month I will be into B class. So first of all, I want to start off with getting into the whole entire rookie class and how that went, and then moving on from that to B and C class, and then once I'm gonna have some experience in B class I will make a video about that. But first of all, the race in the background is just my, I think, third or fourth race into C class. Is it C class? No, it's D class, but it was the second or the fourth or whatever, whichever race it was, into the Ferrari 12 challenge at Watkins Glen. I feel like this is one of my strongest tracks on iRacing. I feel really comfortable with this track. I really love this layout, and next month I will be doing, I believe it's a month from now, could be less, could be a bit more, I'll be doing the 6 hours of Watkins Glen. Is it Watkins Glen or is it Watkins Glen? I don't know, I heard people say two different ways. So we'll be doing the Watkins Glen 6-hour event. I believe the 12th of this next month there is a practice session that will be give or take 2 or 3 hours with a race. It's gonna be a single race, no teams, because I believe the race is only an hour and a half. And I'll be doing it in the BMW M3 prototype. I have, give or take, 300 plus laps completed on this track in practice and races combined. So I feel really comfortable on this track, especially the boot layout. It's a really good layout. Fastest is a 148 point something, I forgot, in the BMW M3 prototype. So I want to take that car and use it for the event once that happens, and hopefully have a good run with it. So yeah, the race in the background, like I said, it's just random race. I've did something different this time. I've added the incident towards the end of the race, so you guys can see the shenanigans that happened. A few little mistakes for me in this race. Towards the end of the thing, I dive bomb somebody kind of too late and not spin them out, but I hit them, my fault. Okay, and then I spin out go. Because somebody was on my inside and I wanted to take my normal line, and didn't realize that, you know, they won't give me the space. So anyway, let's start with rookie class. I think in my first race was the Charlotte Motorsport Speedway. A fun little track, but not fun in the Mazda. It was hell. It's not, you know, car has no grip, car has no downforce, so you're really slow around this track. Good track in general. I want to practice in the Ferrari with it, because I did enjoy that track. It was just not for the Mazda, in my opinion. The Mazda requires some little smaller tracks. Then after that we moved on to the Yokohama, I think it was, track. Well, that's the next track I did, and I think that was my last one, because after that I moved on to D class. But again, Yokohama, good track. I think it's one of the few tracks you get, but it was a fun couple of events in that track, and had a few good races. I believe my highest was like P3 in Yokohama. Then we moved on to D class. We got promoted from rookie to D class, which is the start of my BMW 12 challenge series, whatever. And that series started off at Watkins Glen. The not the boot version, the when you cut the boot out, whatever, international. So that's when I fell in love with this track. The everything about this track just feels great. It has, you know, high speed, low speed, kind of middle speed corners at some points. The corner you're going through right now has in the BMW you can't really do it, but in the Ferrari and the BMW you can kind of keep your pace through there, and and get that corner. It feels nice once you get it. And then the chicane in the middle of the straight, I love that chicane in the BMW and the Ferrari. It's super fast, turn in, and it's just holding on for dear life, making sure not to spin out. But so yeah, that was the next BMW track I did. And then we moved on to Long Beach. Long Beach is a weak track for me. I can't get that track, I don't know why. Street circuit, and for some reason I cannot for the life of me get adjusted to that track. I tried with other cars, Porsche 911 Cup car, and I tried it with this Ferrari and the BMW. Can't get it. Fastest time on that I don't remember, but not one of my strongest tracks. So yeah, once we got moved on to the Long Beach section, did a few races, lost some points and some safety rating, and I was like, you know what, let's go into the Ferrari series and let's see how this series goes. The Ferrari challenge at that time was at Hockenheim. I know that track from playing F1 for so many years. Adjusted to that track, not in that GTP car but in an F1 car, so I kind of knew the layout, didn't have to practice as much. But first few races were abysmal. We had I was in the top 5, and just every single time we got around the finish straight on that first corner, there would be a huge crash. I would be involved, I would get hit from the back with the tension, and then I'll be out the race with like X8 or whatever. And then next race, same shit would happen. First race, first corner, everybody would spin each other out, and I was like, you know, this track isn't really the fun track, but it's losing me I rating and losing me some safety rating. So at the time I started to do some Twitch streaming, and one of my buddies came in that we do RP together, and we do GTA, and we do he does iRacing too. He said just start from the back of the grid, don't worry about your iRacing. You will see the or either do a pit start, you will see you'll get your points up higher. So yeah, that worked out. We started pits a few times and we managed to get a decent score, and with that it was just chaotic, because like I would start from the pits, huge crash, so I would go from P20 to like P10 instantly because a million cars would crash. So that was a good strategy. Definitely for tracks I'm not safe with or I don't feel comfortable with, I will start from the pits. I should have done that in Long Beach, because Long Beach took some time, some stuff out, like some of my I rating and some of my safety warning, some of my safety rating out, because of the first U-turn, whatever you call the first hairpin. You know, a million people would crash and cause a huge roadblock, and you can't get through it. People crash behind you. So that was my D-class experience. C-class that I got into the middle of the last week, late the 23rd, so give or take, what day was that? The 19th or whatever. That's when I got into C-class. Did a few races in C-class, better. It's more safe drivers who get put into. But now I gotta work on my I rating. It's a 1.2 right now, and I would want that to be around 2K before the 6 hours of Watkins Glen event, and give or take a month. So my experience with iRacing has been fun. I'm learning a lot about the different types of, you know, tracks and cars. Because in F1 you just have the similar tracks. That's the game I did before this, for SimRacing. I did a lot of F1. Never did a YouTube videos about it, or never did. I did a few live streams about it, but it was mostly my career or normal career mode. And you know, I kind of know the tracks, like all the tracks. It was the same repetitive thing, minute after minute, season after season. And one day I was like, you know what? It's time to just move on from iRacing, try some other games. I bought it as a Assetto Corsa Competizione, and I also bought the regular version a few years ago. And I started playing those, but it wasn't what I wanted. I wanted something like kind of like this, where you get put into a field of your strength and you just, practice, qualifying, race, kind of go through this whole spiel. And another game, I don't know if Soda Corsa has this or not. I only played it for a few, but the system I like, you have your rating, you have your safety rating, and you get put in generally a strength of field to match. Sometimes you get to put in a more of a tougher strength of field. Sometimes you get put into a lower strength of field.
Okay, champ. Halfway
Just
home.
depends
Plenty of fuel.
on your rating and all that. So this race, I forgot what it was. I think it was like 1.2, 1.3. So not strongest, not the weakest, so it's not too bad. This race was actually pretty fun. It was like at 5 in the morning when I did this after work on a Friday, so it was really fun. So yeah, so far iRacing, like I said, it's been fun. It's been good experimenting other cars, other classes, especially the GT3 stuff, which I don't know. I like GT3 stuff. I like F1 stuff too. It's just the mix of between two. It's not the same racing series, but they're both kind of, similar tracks.
Behind is now
You have fast cars in both genres. So from moving on, once I get into upper classes, B and A class, I'll focus more on my A rating. Right now it's about getting that safety, getting out of because I feel like rookie D class, maybe even C class, is still kind of the low ball. I feel like once you move on to B and A class, you get put with players that are more experienced. And just my personal feeling. I've had races with D class, C class, where everybody crashes in the first lap, but then I had races where I had B and A class with a mixture of low D class, and the races were really fun. So I feel like under C, it's you're kind of still learning a lot of the stuff, but above B class, you're kind of in the rhythm of not being professional maybe, but you know your way around the track, and the cars, especially these Ferraris.
On your right.
I don't know why.
Right.
I've seen a lot of people spin out with these, and I just never understand how these cars aren't too difficult to spin out. Maybe it's just a barrier some people can get through. I don't know, but I've only spinned out when I'm pushing the car hard in practice, or when I make a mistake in a race, which rarely happens, mostly in practice, trying to push corners and trying to see what works, what doesn't. But people will spin out on the most easiest corners after the bus stop chicane coming up. Previous lap you saw a huge spin out, and it's just in the incidents you will see a huge amount of crashes in this particular section, which it's weird. I've never had situations like that in a race. I don't know, maybe people are pushing hard in a race. I usually try to push hard in the practice qualifying, and then the race, kind of towards middle of the race is when I start pushing. The first few laps, let the tires warm up, let everybody kind of adjust themselves to the tracks. I don't want to be pushing really hard and find myself behind somebody, and they're nervous, cold tires, spin out, and then I lose a lot of rating and safety points as well. So going on from there, like I said, I'll be doing the Watkins Glen event in a month. I'll be streaming that and then probably making some highlight clips from that over to my YouTube, so that we can have some just in case people want to see those. I've also wanted to talk a few words about my TrakRacer TR80, the rig I assembled a month ago. Give or take. When I got iRacing, I wanted to go with the professional cockpit setup, and so far a month it's been solid. I've had to, in the times I've been racing, I had to tighten a few things up, give or take. The seat, one of the screws I'm holding onto the bracket is a little loose. I feel when I'm getting out of it, you can feel the seat kind of buckle a bit back. So I'm gonna have to one day get the seat off and tighten those screws up. But besides that, everything else has been solid. Holding on, it's a really fun cockpit. I've never experienced the cockpit setup for sim racing, and it's just fun. You know, you're sitting low, you have the wheel kind of across your face and you see everything. You have the monitor semi close to you, so you see everything around you. I need to pick up a monitor. Right now I'm just using my standard monitor, the 27-inch, and I swap over because it's on the arm. I swap it to my desk if I want to play other games, but it's mostly on my rig. I want to get a curved monitor, maybe like 27-inch or something. I feel comfortable with the 27-inch lineup. So that said, solid rig, would definitely recommend it. Give yourself a day or two to assemble it. It took me quite a few days to assemble it, mostly because FedEx missed the delivery on a Saturday when I had like 75% of it assembled. So it was a bit time to wait for it, but besides that, it's been good, solid. No flex anywhere. The pedal area is nice and solid. I have the Logitech G920 set up, so it doesn't put a lot of strain, but I've heard other people with direct drive, that's the DD for some reason, direct drive wheels, you know, where it's a really solid setup. So going on from that, I wanted to pick up the CSL Elite from Fanatec, or however you say it. I think it's Fanatec, but I think that they're out of order, because I think sooner or later they're gonna probably release the pre-orders for the DD Elite setup that they have coming out. So I'll pick that up once that comes around. Hopefully there's some kind of a bundle for it, you know, that will come with pedals. If not, I'll just get, you know, some nice pedals and a nice wheel for it. I've been looking at maybe even the F1 wheel, or maybe the McLaren wheel. Heard some good reviews about the version 2 of that wheel, so it's I'll be looking into that. I'll be getting that here whenever Fanatec release more information about pre-orders, and whenever they release bundle, or if they don't release the bundle, I will just buy everything in general, as there's some yelling going on in the background. But yeah, so that has been my ramble about my 1 month of iRacing / sim racing, the rig, and then my potential upgrades in the future. Alright, so whether I hit the guy, totally my fault. I approve of that, totally my fault. I dove in. But yeah, hopefully everybody has enjoyed this video. It's coming down to an end here sooner or later, 2 minutes or something like that. So yeah, hopefully everybody enjoyed the video. Like I said, there's the incidents, what the hell? There's the incidents after this, and then outro, of course. So I will leave that towards the end whenever that happens. Here, I was talking about earlier, guys on the inside, I thought he would let me go, but he didn't. Look at that ×4 for that. But yeah, enjoying the whole entire sim racing. Hopefully sooner or later I can pick up maybe a triple monitor, triple monitor setup. Jesus, I don't know why I couldn't say triple. Hopefully sooner or later I could pick that up and have a nice sim rig to go along with that. Also, quick notice on the Sparco seat, the Sparco Sprint L seat that I have. I've explained in my beginning of I believe the first video I did about the review about the whole seat, has been really good. I've done a 6-hour plus stint. I had no back issues, no back pain, no stiff legs, no stiff muscles, so that's been a huge a really good seat. I really love the seat. Getting into it, the bucket seat, and it's just amazing. It's amazing to have a feel, you know. Plus I get the 5-point harness for it, overkill, but it's pretty cool. You just buckle yourself in. Sooner or later I'll be looking at motion stuff. I'm not sure if TrakRacer makes a motion. I don't think so, and I don't think other motion stuff works with TrakRacer stuff, but hopefully in the future they will release a motion platform so I could use those belts, and it'll be pretty cool to see how that feels like getting thrown around in the real world car. So yeah, the race is coming to an end now. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to sub and like and comment if you guys want to see any other stuff. I'll be doing more iRacing stuff in the future, and the 6-hour event of Watkins Glen. Here's the incidences. I'll just talk over them for a bit as well. So like I said, I'll be doing the 6-hour event of Watkins Glen. You can find that on YouTube. June 12th is a practice session that I'll be doing. And then the 20, I think the week after that, the 20 something is the event. So I'll be doing with that. I am looking for somebody who could paint a specific car. I don't know which car, which team I'm gonna go with yet. So hopefully I can find somebody that can paint a livery for me. Yeah, so hopefully everybody has enjoyed. I'll be seeing you guys later. I'll be streaming here and there as well for normal iRacing stuff, maybe other sim games as well. And I'll see you guys later. Peace out.
Fucking why is everyone so fucking impatient? Fucking why is everyone so fucking impatient? I'll have to give me room to make the corner anyway, man, so, and I